Just like the younger actors coming up these days, Sydney Sweeney is in the category that just rely on good looks, but like Zendaya, Timothée Chalamet, and Tom Holland, who rely on good looks themselves. Even they are better on acting than Sydney Sweeney, who is the classic example of the girl everybody is simping to. Because if the girl can't act, then what is really left? Yep, just her body. And that's why Sydney Sweeney is only famous because of her body. Sure, she is very pretty and I would have taken her on without even blinking, but as an actress, she is just too damn hopeless, and that's the agenda today. If we talk about how she started, where is the perfect way to start? Yes, in a high school show, Euphoria, that had a massive success, and of course you need pretty girls like Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney that can stand there and look pretty most of the time, both in and out of the sex scenes. But of course, unlike Zendaya, that manages to act decent, at least as a drug-addicted rude character, that's trying to get her act together. In the show Euphoria, she is naturally sexualized and she may try to act insecure, but she can't really channel that emotion, as it more than most just shows her as a popular high school girl, yet insecure on the inside, which it does not show to anyone. This act fueled her career, but it is not exactly that the bar is set very high on acting these shows, because people do not love them for the acting, people love them for the characters. And of course, since Sweeney looks very good, it of course helps her standing and popularity in getting her new roles. One of the new roles she got wasn't Anyone But You, one of the most cringe rom-com movies ever made, where once again Sweeney fails to show the right kind of emotion. If you follow the opening scene, she has to hold the inner pee and she spills on her pants, but it never looks clear-cut real that she actually needed to hold the inner pee, and she cannot mimic that emotion. She also does that long speech about bedroom law, which is just a filler content in the movie. In this role, she plays a role that looks very much like the one she almost does every time she acts. The girl who was popular in high school and still acts the same way 10 years later. She does not even manage to stand out in the worst rom-com in a lifetime. In a stiff romantic movie where it is all about creating this cringe mood with the music, Sydney Sweeney just cannot do this high school arrogant bitchy character like Zendaya does better in Juno's Spider-Man. In this movie, Sweeney is this arrogant, popular girl which may smile a little bit more and tries to be awkward. The problem is, of course, that she just has one facial expression, and you can't really see when she is sad, happy, or angry, as she really cannot channel enough emotion in her acting. And had she been a good actress, she would have been able to stand out in this awful movie drenched on a bed of super cringe waters. And also when she tries to hide that she does not want to be a lawyer, it is just one emotion or facial expression all the way. And that's something that just shows real weakness. And once again shows that Sydney Sweeney is only famous for her body. The next example of a role she got just because of her body is in Immaculate, where she plays this sweet cat innocent sister Cecilia that should be the savior of all these Latin people after she is chosen after being saved as a young girl naked on the ice. Once again, she is unable to show emotion, but of course able to look pretty and like a bombshell, and that's why she got the role. The movie would never have over 6 on the IMDb without Sydney Sweeney in this movie, and that just shows her extreme following lately, where it doesn't matter if she was in a bad movie like Madame Web or this one. Everybody's simping and yelling hooray because it is Sydney Sweeney in this movie, but once again she is more like a girl in a high school movie in this one and never manages to stand out in a movie, which is way more what the fuck is this kind of place mystery thing than an actual horror movie. From those last 20 minutes where Sweeney goes on a killer spree, that's the only good scenes in the movie. But despite the way she shows the emotion, it is just not believable enough. Perhaps it is more believable than a role in Anyone But You, but still you are disappointed by her act, and it is another clear-cut example that Sydney Sweeney is only popular because of her body. Do you think, for instance, that if DiCaprio played in a bad movie, he would not have been gone like a ghost in a wind? Of course he would, but not Sweeney. She could be in like 10 bad movies and still be relevant, because she is only famous for her body, and that is just the die-hard truth I have been telling you today.